identify which external and internal factor. Risk factor for injury distinct from outcome injury, mission approximately automatic. Internal risk factor: age, gender, health, physical fitness, anatomy, and width and skill. Exposure, external risk factor: a human factor, protective equipment, sport equipment, environment, in action event, joint, motion, kinematic, playing, turning program, match, schedule.
Physical fitness, anatomy, skill lever. Exposure to external risk factor, immunity factor, protective equipment, sport equipment, environment. Visiting event, joint motion, play situation, turning program, match, schedule.
Now, injury prevention, you have the sequences of prevention of sport injury mechanic 1987 by Macklin. First, establish the extent of the sport injury problem, indicate severity. Second, establishing etiology and missions of injury. Third, introducing preventing measure for assisting their effectiveness by repeating step 1. This all 4 steps. This program to all program of prevention sport injury by Macklin.
Prevention model using Musawi diagram. Figure 1, the sequences of prevention of sport injury mechanic LR 1987. 1. Establish the extent of the sport injury problem. Incident severity. 2. Establishing etiology and mechanism of injury. 3. Introducing preventing measures for assessing their effectiveness by repeating step 1.
Introduction. Sport injury that occur in exercise or athletics activity. Why? Incomplete fitness, not warming up properly, accident, poor turning technique in practice, inadequate equipment, overuse of practical body part.
Sport injury occur in exercise or athletics activities. Why? Incomplete fitness, not warming up properly, accident, poor training technique in practice, inadequate equipment, overuse of participate body part. Where to begin?
Where to begin? Out where? And using exercise the best and back pain. Sport injury that occur in exercise or athletics activity. I speak in last slide about why to occur sport injury. Now I speak incomplete fitness, not warming up properly, accident, poor turning technique in participation, inadequate equipment, overuse of body parts.
The best way to find out where your foot start is getting examining and using yoga exercise and comparing with the daily exercise like abdominal muscle after obesity and those who suffer from chronic liver back pain and all this factor to causes this problem. Sport injury,
Back pain. Why to come back pain? Why to get back pain? A lot of causes to the back pain: obesity, chronic liver back pain, daily exercise, rehabilitating yoga exercise. To compare between yoga exercise and daily exercise in this video.
causes by lack of motion or activity or exercise. This lead to obesity and obesity to causes weak of muscle abdominal. This to causes chronic liver back pain. This situation may be to rehabilitating by yoga exercise or daily exercise.
Now I compare between daily exercise and yoga exercise. I start with the leg length first exercise to have in daily exercise a lot of condition. If I maybe to still at 90-degree angle and some position maybe to take in daily exercise. But if you to use yoga exercise, maybe don't have any condition and to make exercise for rehabilitation back liver back pain very easily and to have and I can have good result to less back liver back pain. To show if you to compare between daily exercise
In this slide, to compare between daily exercise and yoga exercise, leg, there is exercise, leg length exercise to show this exercise. In daily exercise, to have a lot of condition, but in yoga, don't have any condition. And yoga is better in rehabilitation, sport injury.
Now, second exercise, I to compare between yoga exercise for rehabilitation, liver back pain, and to strong the muscles of abdominal by exercise, by daily exercise and yoga exercise. You find different results and different for rehabilitation and to show exercise in yoga very easily and you can to make this exercise for sport medicine and corrective exercise and sport injury very carefully and don't have any problem in anybody because exercise yoga to have a lot of flexibility.
Second exercise, static hamstring stretch. If you to compare between exercise daily and exercise yoga in this same situation, you need to find yoga exercise is better for rehabilitation and to correct and to strong abdominal muscle to benefit and to less chronic back pain. Exercise Superman stretch.
Now I compare between Superman stretch daily exercise and yoga exercise, and to show in the position in Superman maybe to take 3 sit and 10-second break between this in Superman exercise. But in yoga exercise, maybe you don't have any condition and not have any time to limit it for rehabilitation and to make good result for any injury in sport medicine.
If you to compare between daily exercise and yoga exercise to show to me muscle abdominals very easily and very weak in exercise yoga, and yoga exercise is better for rehabilitation the weak of muscle and abdominal.
Now to show in left video to show exercise yoga very easily and to get good result for abdominal muscles and lower back pain. And this slide like rise to compare between daily exercise and yoga exercise and to show different and find difference between yoga exercise for rehabilitation chronic back pain and to strong abdominal muscles.
To have good effect for abdominal muscles and to make abdominal muscles very strong and easily in the exercise yoga. Different from daily exercise to all person to have a chronic back pain.
Now in this exercise to show some in daily exercise to show a lot of tools to use in exercise in daily exercise, but in yoga don't have any tool for make exercise, and this exercise to take good result for lower back pain.
Could start skating, swimming, and using yoga exercise and comparing with the daily exercise rehabilitation the abdominal muscle after obesity and those who suffer a lot of researcher writer.
Now in this slide, I writing a lot of researcher and article to publish in benefit of yoga in the process of rehabilitating sport injury and sport medicine. And this article and this research to reach that exercise yoga is better from daily exercise and don't have any dangerous for the body, human body.
Writing in this subject, various article effect of classic breathing exercise on posture, spinal, and chest mobility among female university students comparing in currently popular learning program. This article refers to yoga and Pilates refers that physiotherapy breathing exercise program is unequal. In article, the health benefit yoga and exercise, review of comparison study. This article conclusion, the study comparing the effect of yoga and exercise SKM indicate that in both healthy and diseased population, yoga may the us affect us or better than exercise, improving variety of health-related outcome measure.
In this article, second article, to said researcher that exercise yoga is better from daily exercise and improving this researcher about this to use yoga exercise for rehabilitation, sport, injury, and to put yoga exercise in all program for rehabilitation, sport, injury.
Article can different sitting is influence as sitting posture in healthy individual and does grand matter. Refers to this article significant difference between sitting condition and lumbar and pelvis straight angles both indicate which and the block sitting is reduced over all flexion. The article showing the therapeutic
To show a lot of article about exercise yoga and benefit exercise yoga for all branch in life and all study in Europe and all country, because yoga to have a lot of positive effect in body of all athletes and all people, no special for athletes. Maybe to take yoga and use daily yoga every day for health body, for good activity, for because to have you to show exercise, daily exercise refers to exercise, external exercise, but yoga exercise to refers in internal effect in body for flexibility, for abdominal, for stomach, for mind, for everything, and to show all researcher to conclusion to all article before this article, and this fourth article may be to put yoga exercise in all program in school, in primary school, in secondary school, in college, in all club, and to all athletics to maybe to take yoga exercise to benefit him body.
Effect of yoga and its ability to increase the quality of life. This study refers to therapeutics. Yoga is defined as the application of yoga posture and practice to the treatment of health condition and involves instruction in yoga practice and teaching to prevent, reduce, and elevating structure, physiology, emotional, and spiritual pain, suffering, or limitation. Final article, cardiopulmonary physiology during yoga.
Now to show in this article, last article, about effect of yoga for cardiopulmonary. This to show that positive effect for exercise yoga for cardiopulmonary.
Practice, we find sufficient causes for their research and suggest that some form of inversion may be benefit to heart failure patient. Conclusion: it seems necessary to close suitable yoga exercise for athletes in the process of medical rehabilitation, sport injury by coach and sport expert. Yoga exercise for athletes efficiently reduce the cost treatment and improve the liver exercise. Therefore, based on the comparison of this study, it can be said that although maybe the suitable yoga exercise for athletes has been introduced as in the process of medical rehabilitation in sport injury to return to the stadium.
Now, in conclusion, the researcher in this topic to refers to that exercise yoga suitable for medical rehabilitation. Second point, the cost of treatment reduce if you to use exercise yoga, because exercise yoga don't need any treatment, not need any tools, maybe to use only your body, and to how can to make it without any tools or without any treatment. They refers to this study refers to this exercise better for all the body of human being.
Yoga exercise should be essential in the medical rehabilitation process because it's pain-free, which help the player to return to the field quickly. Recommendation: the researcher recommending doing more about this topic due to its importance and the less use of yoga exercise in the field of medical rehabilitation for athletes. Thank you.
Because to show in all a clinic of sport medicine, don't use yoga exercise, because less of yoga exercise may be to use yoga exercise for rehabilitation in this study. Many thanks. Any questions? I am ready.
किसी को कोई प्रश्न पूछना है तो पहले हाथ उठाइए, मैं फिर उस हिसाब से आपको अनम्यूट करूंगा. If anyone want any questions related with this topic, please raise your hand. Okay, पारुल त्रिपाठी जी, please unmute yourself.
सर जो अभी सर ने लास्ट में बोला है कि डोंट टेक योगा एज एक्सरसाइज, वो एक बार जरा समझा देंगे क्या? वो थोड़ा मैं समझ नहीं पाई.
Sir, she just want to know that don't take yoga as exercise. She want to clarification of this topic, this words.
If you because India to have a lot of books about yoga, maybe maybe to come back, my dear, to another books in India, okay? Because I prepare this article and this paper from India, and if you want to use yoga in medical rehabilitation, I can't help you. I can to send to you my email and my phone. If you need any help, I help you. Okay?
ओके सर.
इराक में योगा को उस तरीके से नहीं लिया जाता जिस तरीके से भारत में लिया जाता है. तो इसलिए आपको शायद ये अलग लगे, लेकिन वैसे अगर आपको उससे संबंधित कोई सहायता चाहिए तो आपकी सहायता के लिए तत्पर है। कोई और?
जी सर, धन्यवाद सर।
थैंक यू। एनीवन एल्स? किसी और का कोई प्रश्न है रिलेटेड विद स्पोर्ट्स इंजरीज? ऑलराइट, नो क्वेश्चन सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
Okay.
सर सर
Okay.
सर सर, एक्सक्यूज मी सर।
Okay. Okay. Ask.
Okay.
No problem.
सर जी,
Okay. Good morning. I'm Dr. Zainab Al Khansa. Can I speak Arabic?
Yes, it's Arabic, ma'am. If you speak English, then it will be more appropriate.
No, don't speak English.
But I want to speak Arabic. لأنه I have a lot of question. You need Arabic.
Okay, keep continue, ma'am. If we understand, then understand. Either Professor Dr.
We
Hamid.
cannot start. Nobody can translation.
Not there was
Okay, أنا راح أترجم لك دكتورة، أنا راح أترجم لك.
Okay.
يلا.
أول شيء السلام عليكم، أنا بكلمكم من لبنان. نحن كلنا بنعرف إنه اليوغا هي ابتدأت
لحظة. دكتور زينب to say hello everyone. السلام عليكم. I am from Lebanon. My specialization and my topic effect psychology and effect exercise yoga for psychology. تكلمي الست دكتورة.
كلنا بنعرف نحن إنه اليوغا هي اتصال الجسد بالروح.
Dr. Zainab to say the exercise of yoga you can to connect body with the soul.
وهناك كتير أنواع من اليوغا، ليست واحدة، يعني مش تركز على نوع واحد من اليوغا. في كذا.
She said to have a lot of different types of yoga. All people in India to know a lot of different types of yoga.
هناك كتير، يعني هن اللي ابتدوا باليوغا هن الهندوس، وكلنا بنعرف انه هيدي نشأة فلسفية دينية بالصلاة الهندوسية.
To say Dr. Zainab, she said this yoga to come from religion in Hindus, and this religion to have to look to this exercise yoga same philosophy.
نحن بيوجد بالهند أكثر من 300 مليون إله، يعني كل إله وله حركاته الخاصة بالتعبد.
In India to have a lot of gods, and this god to have a lot of motion, and this motion to have a lot of effect for psychology of humans and soul. تفضلي.
أنا شخصيا بحكي، أنا مارست اليوغا لفترة معينة. صراحة إطالتها تلهيك عن أشياء كتيرة، حتى عن عبادة ربك. أما تفضل.
She said, Dr. Zainab, he practiced everyday yoga, but this yoga to take a lot of time from here, and maybe to available a lot of condition for Islamic country.
حتى أن اليوغا اعتمدوها سنة 2014 على ما أظن بأمريكا، بالولايات المتحدة.
In the 2014 in America, depending on exercise yoga in America, maybe to all people in America to use exercise yoga in daily exercise for a human being in America.
ولكن بعد 5 سنوات قامت الكنيسة الأرثوذكسية على هذا الموضوع، لأنه نظرت أنه أصبحوا الناس يتعبدوا اليوغا وليس يمارسوها كراحة نفسية، وخلت الكنائس من كتير ناس، فراجعوا هذا الموضوع بعد 5 سنوات وسحبوا هذا المشروع بعدم تدريس.
After 5 years in law in America, you have effect from all church in America to don't use yoga exercise, because this yoga exercise to invite for religion and don't go for to development soul and human being health. This law in America to prevent, but I thought in my article now America and Europe country to use this exercise and to have a lot of school about this subject and to use yoga exercise, because yoga exercise different from yoga for praying or special for people in India. تفضلي الست.
لا شك أن أي رياضة الإنسان بيستعملها، إن كانت المشي، السباحة، ركوب الخيل، الأجهزة اللي بيستعملها لتمرين العضلات، وكذلك اليوغا، إذا استعملناها بطريقة مثل ما تفضل وحكى الدكتور سليمة، يعني أنه لا تأخذ من وقتنا يعني وقت طويل، ولا نحتاج أنه نحن كل يوم نقعد نضيع من أوقاتنا ساعات طويلة. يعني الحياة تحتاج المرن، يعني اليوغا هي صفاء الذهن، صفاء الروح، تساعد على المخ، يعني تساعد بالمخ على تنشيط وتجديد خلايا وبرمجة المخ، لكن نحن ما نحتاجها كل يوم.
Dr. Zainab, she said that exercise yoga maybe to use no daily exercise. She different from my opinion. She said to talk maybe to use yoga in some days, not all week, not all months, not all year, because this exercise of yoga and to my Dr. Zainab and I to agree with me that exercise yoga to benefit mind, to benefit all body, to benefit internal all body, and to use in rehabilitation and same all sport, swimming, jumping, riding bike, riding motor, maybe to benefit from this sport in limited time, not all time, she said.
وكل شيء نزيده، يعني كل شيء حتى الطعام، إذا نحن أكلنا كتير حننضر، إذا أخذنا الدواء بكثرة سوف ننضر، إذا حتى مارسنا الرياضة بكثرة سوف ننضر، حتى شو ما هو كان يعني كل شيء كتير بضر، كل شيء بالعدل يحتاجه الجسم وبيفيد الجسم وبيفيد الحياة. يعني أنا مش ضروري أنا أكون يعني أمارس الرياضة وهي يسموها يعني عطوها اسم التوحيد، يعني عطوها اسم التحكيم، يعني بتتحكم بالجسم، تتحكم بالتوحيد، انت تنقطع عن العالم الخارجي، يعني انت اصبح بينك وبينه جدار وتدخل بعالم اخر. لذلك نحن بنحتاج.
She said maybe to everything, if you to use it every day, if you to increase, maybe to side effect, is this side effect, maybe if you to eat every day, maybe you have side effect. And yoga maybe to use in limited time, because this limited time to take for body, good for mind, good for health. But I show in India a lot of people in India to use yoga in limited time. I show in the morning early. I see in my eyes all people in India to make yoga in morning early, no all time, because this if you to all time to have self. I agree with Dr. Zainab because to have a side effect. تفضلي دكتورة.
وأنهي حديثي. أنا أحترم كل ما تحدث به الدكتور عن اليوغا، لأنه فعلا في ناس قد استفادوا، لكن نحن ما فينا نقطع أنفسنا عن حياتنا الاجتماعية يوميا أكثر من 3 ساعات. يعني إذا أنا أقضي وقتي 6 ساعات بالعمل وإجي على البيت 3 ساعات يوغا، يعني أنا قضيت حياتي وحيد. ما أنا عندي family، I have family، عندي أولادي، عندي زوجتي، عندي أهلي، عندي. لذلك ممكن الواحد يكون يستعمل اليوغا ممكن 3 أيام بالأشهر، أو ياخد أسبوع يروح هو يكون لحاله فيه، يعمل يوغا، يصفي ذهنه، يصفي روحه، يعمل حساب لنفسه. لكن أنا يوميا إني انقطع عن العالم، فهيدا مضر بالحياة الاجتماعية، وحتى مضر إلي شخصيا إني أنا عم ببتعد عن الناس. فاليوغا خلقت للنساك، للي يعيشون في المعابد. طب هولي هلأ اللي عم بيعيشوا بالمعابد كيف يعيشون؟ هني هلأ مين عم بيصرف عليهم؟ أنا وإنت عم نصرف عليهم. الناس درجات عندهم الدرجة الأولى، وما بعد الرهبان هناك طبقة ثانية، وهناك من خلق من الإجر. هذه مفهوم هن. أنا أتكلم عن الهندوس ومعتقداتهم في اليوغا. أنا إذا بدي أروح أتعبد بالمعابد مين بيصرف علي؟
She said, if I come from my work and if you to continue in yoga exercise to take from me a lot of time, I want to spend money for my family, for my life, for my work or my children. How can to spend if you to make yoga exercise? I don't agree with Dr. Zainab in this opinion, because yoga exercise only in morning early. I show all people don't take about of a lot of time in make yoga exercise, and don't find look to yoga religion. Yoga don't religion. Yoga no religion. In temple don't have any. I don't see anyone to make yoga exercise in temple, because yoga I show in the nature, in the ground, in the park. All people in the morning early. Maybe in the end to say I respect our religion and to respect all my colleague in this conference, and to say all the best wishing to success this conference. Many thanks for Dr. Shiva and to all colleagues in this conference, she said.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We really feel proud to have to hear your words. It will be good if we see you. However, any questions are there? किसी को कोई सवाल पूछना है? Any questions are there? आप अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं जिसको भी पूछना है. Any questions related with ma'am's topic? अरे पूछो. Okay, no questions, sir. No questions.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, sir.
Okay.
And next speaker. Sir, now over to you, sir.
الو
Dr. Hamid, sir, over to you.
دكتور زينب.
Yes, I want to say thank you for everybody and nice to meet everybody. Thank you.
فتح الكاميرا دكتورة زينب، فتح الكاميرا خلي يشوفوك.
عفوا
فتح الكاميرا، فتح الكاميرا.
افتح الكاميرا. عم جرب افتحها ما بعرف لم اوكي هلا فتحت الكاميرا.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Okay, namaste.
هاي
Namaste.
دكتورة زينب.
Namaste. Good to see you, ma'am, at least.
هاي دكتورة زينب.
انا اللي عم بقوله انه انا مارستها لليوغا، انا عم بحكي عن خبره.
نعم نعم.
لذلك انا لانه حبيت ادخل بهذا المؤتمر، وانا بحب اليوغا، مش اني ما بحبها، لكن بحبها
دكتورة
بعدد،
زينب،
ما بحبها انه
دكتورة
تقطعني عن
زينب to
الناس.
say I love so much exercise yoga and do exercise yoga in Lebanon.
That's great, ma'am. We are praying to our gods to, fulfill the requirement of peace and each and everything, whatever required by the Lebanese soul. And we request to the political, what I can say, but as of now, I can say that just we need peace, and peace is came from yoga. And you are taking care of the particular subject that is so nice that Lebanon and Middle East is taking such great initiative, and I'm sure that this initiative will write some history. Okay, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. Namaste.
ويتمنى
Thank you.
لبنان السلام والعيش بسلام والصحة والسلامة لأهلنا بلبنان، ويعيشون بسلام وكفيهم شر الحرب.
أنا أتمنى أن أزور الهند، أتمنى منى أن أزور الهند وأحضر مؤتمراتها. أنا عشق الهند. I like India.
She said, I wish to visit India and to become chief guest with the Dr. Shivina or all the mom in this conference. I don't know a lot of colleagues from women. Maybe to invite Dr. Zainab to his home for to show kindness people in India and to say I love India, same sky.
Definitely,
Too much.
Same size sky.
definitely, ma'am, we will do invite next year. Next year, we are going to do an offline conference in India, in Delhi. So probably we are expecting 1,000 participants next year. So definitely we will invite approx 50 plus international delegates from all across world. So we will definitely invite you here.
Okay.
إن شاء الله. إن شاء
إن
الله.
شاء الله. إن شاء الله.
Okay. Sir,
أنا آسف اليوم، آسف قعدتك من الصبح.
over to you, sir.
عفوا ما سمعتك دكتور.
قعدتك من الصبح، من الصبح صبحت عليه.
ولا يهمك حبيبي، الله يصبحك بنور الله.
حبيبتي حبيبتي دكتورة زينب.
Okay, now over to you, sir. Next speaker, sir. I think you invite them. थोड़ी देर में अगले स्पीकर्स को भी आमंत्रित किया जाएगा, तो आप लोग बने रहें. अभी अमेरिकन लोग भी बोलेंगे तो उनको सुनिएगा. Sir, please invite next speaker.
Okay.
मुझे अपेक्षा है आप लोग को कुछ समझ में आ रहा होगा. देखिए, ऐसा है कि मिडिल ईस्ट में जो मध्य एशिया है, थोड़ा बहुत यूरोप से लगता हुआ, तो ये क्षेत्र बड़ा अशांत क्षेत्र रहा है शुरू से ही. और ऐसे में हम लोग जिस तरीके से योग को लेके ऐसे प्रदेशों में प्रवेश कर रहे हैं, ये अपने आप में ऐतिहासिक है. और गजब की बात ये है कि मैं इतिहास खंगालते ही रहता हूँ, और चूंकि रिसर्च में हम लोगों ने बहुत कार्य किया है, तो मिडिल ईस्ट में योगा को अधिकतर जो प्रमोट किया गया है वो सऊदी अरबिया तक है. उसके पार जा पाना इराक जैसे देशों में, लेबनान जैसे देशों में, सीरिया जैसे देशों में, जहाँ पे लगातार अस्थिरता है, हमेशा युद्ध, अभी भी युद्ध चल रहा है, आपको पता ही है, दो देशों के बीच में, है ना. तो ऐसे में ऐसे में योग को वहां पे प्रमोट करके और शांति बनाए रखने की बहुत बड़ी मंशा है। और मुझे पता है कि वो ज्ञान का स्तर जो है वो धीरे धीरे आगे बढ़ेगा। और जाहिर सी बात है कि भारत विश्व गुरु रहा है, तो भारतीय शैली के जो अध्यापक हैं उनके ज्ञान की परिविधा और वैदेशिक जो लोग हैं उनके ज्ञान की परिविधा में व्यापक अंतर है। परंतु एक बात तय है कि आज हम लोग जो बीज डाल रहे हैं, आगे आने वाले कई वर्षों के उपरांत इतना बड़ा वृक्ष बनेगा जिसकी कल्पना हम लोग नहीं कर सकते, है ना। तो अभी ये इनिशियल है, स्टार्ट है। थोड़ी देर में हमारे अगले वक्ता उपस्थित होंगे। अभी कई सारे वक्ताओं का क्रम है, वो लोग ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं। सबका चूंकि टाइम जोन बड़ा अलग अलग है, इतना डिफरेंस है, मैं आपको बताऊं। एक अभी वक्ता बोलेंगे बेचारे, उनके यहाँ रात का 2:30 या 3 बज रहा होगा, है ना। तो अलग अलग टाइम जोन, और ये जबकि 2-2:30 बजे का टाइम जोन जो होता है, ये ऐसा टाइम जोन है जहाँ पे हर व्यक्ति कंफर्टेबल होता है। मतलब पूरा विश्व इस समय में ऑलमोस्ट कंफर्टेबल होता है 3:30-4 बजे। बस एक अमेरिका का एक पेनिनसुला ऐसा है जहाँ पे इस समय रात का 2-3 बज रहा होगा। परंतु ये है कि पूरे विश्व को पकड़ लिया हम लोगों ने, यही अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी बात है। आप सभी लोगों के लिए एक और सूचना है, जब तक हमारे नए अतिथि आए। सूचना ये है कि आगे एडी स्टर्न जिनकी मैं बात कर रहा था, वो अगले महीने भारत में आएंगे। तो उनकी कार्यशाला हम लोग ऑफलाइन रखेंगे, तो आप लोग तैयार रहिएगा दिल्ली में लाइव सुनने के लिए। एडी स्टर्न मतलब एक बहुत बड़े विद्वान। यस सर, वी आर वेटिंग ईगरली। अनम्यूट
Now
अनम्यूट।
to join Professor Raul from America.
ओके 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 ओके, वी आर वेटिंग।
Now Professor Raul, now to enjoy.
Okay, Professor, can join?
Now if you to accept Professor Raul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please, please allow him. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Please invite him. अब अमेरिका से प्रोफेसर राहुल जो हैं वो आएंगे, और मैं उन्हीं की बात कर रहा था कि उनका टाइम जोन बड़ा डिफर है और बड़ा मुश्किल था उनको लेके आ पाना, परंतु आपके बीच में अभी वो अगले कुछ ही मिनटों में उपस्थित हो जाएंगे। Sir, our Indian scholars, yoga teachers are very happy to hear you.
Yes, sir.
I heard a lot of, I'm seeing a lot of SMSs from my colleagues. इसी में कोई कोई अपना ईमेल आईडी भी भेज दे रहा है, बताइए। अपना भी प्रचार चलता रहे, है ना। चैट बॉक्स में ईमेल आईडी भेजने से क्या लाभ है। मेरे को भेजिए, मैं ग्रुप में भेज दूंगा आपको, अगर इससे कुछ लाभ हो तो। अगले कुछ ही मिनटों में प्रोफेसर राहुल ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं।
कब तक बोल सकते हैं क्या सर?
हाँ, कुछ कुछ कहना हो तो कहिए।
आपने अभी अभी जो बताया ना कि जहाँ अस्थिरता है वही के लोग अभी योग से जुड़ रहे हैं।
हम्म।
तो योग अस्थिरता को तो स्थिरता करता है।
जो है, हर उस स्थान पे पहुंचे विश्व के कोने कोने में। देखिए बहुत सारे,
हाँ।
मैं बताऊं, आप महर्षि महेश योगी की कहानी पढ़िए। वो इराक, ईरान जैसे देशों में गए, ठीक है। और वहां पे ईरान में पहला कोई व्यक्ति जो योग लेके गया था वो महर्षि महेश योगी थे। पट्टाभी जो
ओहो।
जैसा अयंगार, ये लोग सऊदी अरबिया तक पहुंचे। उसके अलावा हमारे जो भगवाधारी जो रहे हैं, विवेकानंद जैसे लोग, ये
यस
लोग
सर।
विवेकानंद, ये लोग अमेरिका जैसे देशों में पहुंचे। लेकिन इन सब के बावजूद जो है ना, पूरा विश्व 202 या 3 देशों में बटा हुआ है। और ऐसे में बहुत कम स्थान ऐसा, जैसे वियतनाम हो गया, जैसे मकाओ हो गया, ऐसे जहाँ पे भारतीयता बहुत आसानी से पहुंच सकती है, लोग स्वीकार कर सकते हैं। तो ऐसे देशों में पहुंचना और वहाँ पे प्रमोट करना, फिर लोगों को, वहाँ के स्कॉलर्स को पकड़ना जो स्पोर्ट्स साइंस से संबंधित है, योग में उससे रिसर्च करवाना, फिर उनको बोलने का मौका देना, अपने मंच पे बुलाना, फिर इससे ये जो यहाँ बोलेंगे इसका जो लाभ उनको अपने यूनिवर्सिटी में मिलेगा, उनको देख के कई और बच्चे प्रिपेयर होंगे। तो ये सब एक बड़ा, मतलब बड़ा सिस्टम है। और आप ये समझिए कि भारत का SKM योगा पहला केंद्र है, मतलब प्राइवेट योगा सेंटर हम लोग पहले हैं कि जो इस तरीके की कार्यशाला ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं। या तो स्कूल्स या यूनिवर्सिटीज कराती हैं, या तो कोई ऐसा संस्थान कराएगा जो ट्रस्ट के तौर पे स्थापित हो। अगर प्राइवेट संस्था के तौर पे देखा जाए, जो योगा क्लासेस कराते हुए ऐसी कॉन्फ्रेंसेस ऑर्गेनाइज कराए, तो हम लोग प्रथम पूरे भारत में। और इसका, और मैं आपको आश्वस्त करता हूँ कि आगे आने वाले दिनों में इतनी कार्यशालाएं होंगी जिसका बेतहाशा लाभ आपको मिलेगा। 1-2 मिनट और दीजिए, प्रोफेसर राहुल उनको कनेक्शन में कोई इशू आ रहा है, मेरी बात हो रही है लगातार।
सर राहुल सर कौन से टॉपिक पे हाँ बात कर रहे?
उनका चूंकि
राहुल सर अभी
हाँ, प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर राहुल कैल्ड्रियन जूनियर इनका नाम है। ये इवैल्यूएशन मेडिसिन पे पीएचडी हैं और एमएस भी हैं। तो इनका टॉपिक जो है वो बहुत बृहद होगा और डीप होगा। बस एक बार जुड़ जाएं। अभी तक जो लोग जुड़े रहे वो थोड़ा सा मतलब उनकी भाषाई अंतर के कारण आप चीज़ों को नहीं समझ पाए, परंतु अगर राहुल जुड़ जाते हैं उनको कोई इशू आ रहा है। अभी बात हो रही है मेरे, एक मिनट और दीजिए आप लोग मुझे, जल्दी ज्वाइन कराता हूँ। ठीक है,
नाम से तो राहुल नाम से तो
नहीं
कुछ
नाम है,
समझ में आएगा ऐसा लगता है।
नहीं राहुल नहीं, डॉक्टर राहुल नाम है। आर
राहुल ये yes, yes.
राहुल नाम है इनका। सबका समय अपने अपने पे निर्धारित है ना, क्योंकि हमारे भारतीय समय अनुसार 4:30 बजे इन दोनों लोगों की कार्यशाला समाप्त होनी थी। अच्छा, ये चलिए फिलीपींस जुड़ गई। हेलो मैम, नमस्ते फ्रॉम फिलीपींस। क्या नाम है इनका मैडम का? एक सेकंड देखते हैं। यस, प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
From Indonesia.
I'm so sorry because today is so busy and I got a today from our country and going to Singapore right now. And I'm so sorry because I'm not preparing for presentation for you. So Dr. Hamid just said just a speech that I can do. Thank you very much for giving me to presentation today, and one of you. Actually, I would like to say about the yoga for pregnant. I have an experience before that for women, they need some exercise. Now, this exercise is doing every day. Wait, where is my friend? And doing every day, even though just only 30 minutes. And what to do? First, they need to strengthen,
yes,
to have a flexibility in their muscle, not only just for core muscle also, core muscle, but all that like muscle also, and anything to make help when they have a give breath more healthy and more stronger at the time for pre-pregnancy. But for after pregnancy, the women will be good enough to have a good shape again.
thank you.
As a woman, usually they have a problem with their body after have a birth. But for that, the women doing the yoga before they pregnancy, pre-pregnancy also, after pregnancy, they have a good shape and more easier to get back the shape. That this is the experience that I got already. And for women in Semarang, we have some club. This is for doing core stability. So this is for all women, for younger women, for adults, and also for elderly. And last time for elderly, we have a course training with sit. So they are sitting in the chair. Not usually we do in the floor, but because more elderly, they have a flexibility and the power not good enough, like before. So that's why we help them to make stronger the core strength with use chair. And this is also can use for pregnancy. So when we have pregnancy, usually we want to sit on the floor, we have difficulty, but we will have difficulty to sit in the floor. But when we want to stand up again, we have a difficulty. So that's why we need doing the exercise like strike your leg and some flexibility exercise for strengthening and anything. So to improve your muscle to become stronger and to become more flexibility and more better than before. Okay, wait. So any question? I'm so sorry. Hello?
No worry, ma'am. I think you are traveling. You are at Changi Airport.
I'm sorry.
No problem, ma'am. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, that you speak something about pregnancy yoga. Okay, now I would like to request everyone that please welcome Professor Dr. Raul from United States of America. Most welcome, sir. We are eagerly waiting you to hear because
Yeah.
this topic and your experience will definitely help our yoga community to find some more researchers and definitely.
I'm so sorry, sir, because you wake up early because different time. I'm so sorry.
I'm
Yeah, okay, sir.
Yes. Hello.
oh my God. Oh, you not hear me? I'm so sorry.
No, you hear you, madam. Many thanks. Many
You not
thanks.
hear
All the best. Happy journey. Happy journey. Happy journey.
Yes. Okay. Now,
Okay.
Professor Raul, welcome, sir. Welcome. Namaste.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Let me start sharing my screen. Can you see that?
Oh, sir, wait for a while, sir. I need to make you co-host. Now you can share your screen, sir. Please share. Now you can.
Okay. All right. Can you see it now?
No, not now, sir. Not yet.
Okay. It's not sharing.
Not yet. Yes, sir. Now, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we're good.
Yes, all good.
Okay. Everybody can hear me okay and see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Once again, good morning for me, good afternoon for you. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for the invitation. Today, I'd like to share with you some thoughts, some research, and a little bit of recommendations for everyone. The presentation that I'm going to give today, I titled Yoga in the West, Health Benefits, Sports Performance, and Sun Salutation. Obviously, I'm in the West, and I want to give you a little perspective of how yoga is perceived or has been perceived from the Western perspective. A little bit different than sometimes what we see in the East. So let's begin. I want to introduce myself a little bit. A couple of words about my yoga practice. I have had a yoga practice for most of my life. 2 times a day, I have yoga asanas, pranayama, and meditation, morning and afternoon. I have had this practice for 48 years now. My education, I did my Stanford postdoctoral fellowship in health behaviors. I have my PhD from MIU in Iowa. in health psychology, and from the University of Iowa, a master's degree in physical education and sports sciences. Now, as I mentioned, yoga has been a big part of my life. I use yoga for a healthy, fit life. I want to share with you a couple of photos of myself enjoying rock climbing in Thailand. And I had to climb up there, obviously. And I started on one side of the rock or the mountain, and I had to walk up, climb up the side, and work my way over to the big leap. At this time, I was about 10 meters above the ocean. So if I slipped, I would fall into the ocean. This was the last move that I had to make, and it was a little scary, but once you're on the rock, you have confidence in yourself, you focus, you commit, and you go and enjoy. So at the end of my climb, I took a few minutes to enjoy the view, beautiful bay in Thailand. And once I was ready, I jumped into the ocean and swim back to the boat. Now, let me start with a couple of myths of yoga that have existed in the West. Obviously, as you know, the yoga comes from India. It's an old tradition, thousands of years old. But it was brought over by some yogis, probably mostly in the last 100 years or so. And when it first arrived to the West, there were a couple of myths that yoga, meditation, you have to renounce everything and go live in a cave or a hut. Obviously, that's not true. Anybody can do yoga without doing that. Another misunderstanding was, oh, yoga, you have to do very crazy postures. That's not what yoga means. And if you do yoga, then you have to be a completely different person. You have to adopt a new culture and dress and become somebody different. Obviously, those are myths. And we're going to talk about what we know now of yoga. Some of you may be familiar with research that has been done by the National Institutes of Health in the United States. NIH is the leading research institution in the world. So, as you know, science is very important to verify anything that we know now. Current practices have to be validated through the scientific method. And NIH has taken a particular interest and has looked into specific aspects of yoga. And here are some of the results that scientific studies have found. I'll start with the general health benefits. One of the first things that was identified was yoga is useful for stress management. It improves mental health. It allows us to be more mindful in our daily activities, our daily practices. Healthy eating, it can affect our eating habits and behaviors. It's good for weight loss. It can assist and help with weight loss. Improves quality of sleep. Now, those are the general health benefits. Let me talk a little bit about specific health benefits from some of the research that has been done. Yoga has been studied to see if it can affect cardiovascular health disease, heart disease. And it has been found to be effective in reducing blood pressure, cholesterol, abdominal obesity, in improving balance, mobility, cognitive activities, overall quality of life in older adults. So as the professor before me was talking about helping, yoga is helpful for pregnant women. Yoga is helpful for young people, older people, adults. So yoga applies to all people, all ages. Managing pain, this is interesting. Yoga has been studied to see if it is useful to lower back pain, migraine pains, and osteoarthritis. We look at how does yoga affect stress. It can help to reduce stress, relieve anxiety, and depression, which is a major problem, not only in the West, but other parts of the world as well. Yoga can also have an effect on stimulating brain function, increases the volume and affects certain brain regions. So we don't have time to go deeply into the vast amount of research that has been done, but these are just basic scientific results that we have identified resulting from the practice of yoga. So yoga is now continues to be studied, and it is more accepted today than it was 15, 20, 30 years ago, because research has been quantifying specific healthful benefits from the practice of yoga. And the last point here, it also shows it's helpful for children, adolescents, mental, physical, and behavioral health conditions. So once again, yoga is not just for one group of people, but it can be applied and used and helpful for all ages, men and women. The other aspect I wanted to touch on briefly was yoga and sports performance. It is studied more now, and it's also being accepted by amateur athletes, professional athletes. We see that there's an increased awareness of the value and benefits that yoga can have on sports performance, a variety of sports. And I want to share with you a specific example of how one coach in the United States, Lawrence Iyer, he's a good friend of mine, he has been nominated and was voted the National Tennis Coach of the Year. He implemented positive psychology, or he exemplifies positive psychology in action. He's a former professional tennis player. He's an excellent tennis coach, and he has developed a tennis program implementing yoga. Lawrence Iyer, the coach Iyer, is very famous in Iowa. He's from Iowa. He started with a small group of young men. He has now won over 16 state championships in Iowa in singles, doubles, team tennis in 24 seasons that he coached. The other interesting part is the smallest school in the state was the winner. And he's come out in national magazines. He's been interviewed many times. He's one of the few coaches in the United States who has started to incorporate meditation and yoga into a competitive tennis program. So here is a high school coach developing a specific tennis program that included meditation and yoga, and how it helped to increase the focus, the competitiveness of his tennis players. Now, I want to add to my presentation. I've mentioned a little bit about the view of yoga from the West, how it's more accepted now, the research behind yoga, and how it can apply to everyday people, but also athletes. I want to go to the third part of my presentation on practical implementation of yoga. Now, there are many types of yoga, as most of you probably know. Hatha yoga, Vijnana Savo yoga, Iyengar yoga, Kundalini yoga, Bikram yoga, Ashtanga yoga, restorative yoga. Okay, yoga isn't one thing. It's many things. Yoga, the meaning of yoga is union, but it can be developed and applied in different ways. These are the different systems. These are some of the main or leading types of yoga. Each particular yoga has a specific focus, a specific tradition, but they're all based in the ancient Vedic science, which can be applied for specific purposes. I want to recommend and tell you a little bit specifically about sun salutation, Surya Namaskar, okay? And I'm focusing on this particular set of poses, this particular set of yoga asanas, because I have found it to be very useful. It's part of my daily routine. Coach Iyer, the tennis coach, he implemented the sun salutation for his players before practice, after practice, before an important game. So I want to describe the specific routine and show you that anybody can implement a simple routine and gain the benefits of yoga, some of the benefits. And if someone isn't doing yoga now, this is a simple, easy way to do it. And no excuses, because when you do the sun salutation, it's a holistic program you can do. And it takes maybe 5-10 minutes. So everybody can get 5 or 10 minutes, do something for yourself, and gain the benefits from yoga. So I'm going to start by showing you the progression of yoga. There's 12 poses in the sun salutation. And as you can see, we start from the upper left, we move across, and we end up at the bottom right. Sun salutation, you start in an upright position, and you slowly start working to a prone position, and then you return back to the starting position. So it's simple routine that you can implement with the correct breathing, and you will begin to gain some of the benefits that we talked about earlier. So now I will specifically go through each of the poses. Each pose has a particular effect. It can affect different parts of the body, but also the mind. When we do yoga, we're integrating body and mind together. We integrate holistic development. So let's begin. All right, so the first pose, we begin in the prayer pose. This calms the mind and body, improves posture, enhances focus and concentration. So it's good to have a place where you can do this, where you have some quiet. In the ocean, in your yard, in your room, this is the time where you're going to be able to enjoy the inner qualities of yourself. The second pose, we're moving from the upright position slowly. We're going to start going down. The upward salute. The benefits: it stretches the chest and abdomen, creates space in the lungs, improves digestion, helps to relieve anxiety and fatigue. We bend forward, bend, standing bend, stretches the spine, the hips, the hamstrings and calves. You can see that bending motion is going to stretch and bend most of those major muscles in the back, reduces stress, anxiety, and fatigue, relieves the neck and back tension. Benefits of the low lunge. Now we're starting to move the body closer to the ground. We stretch the quads, the psoas, the hips. It strengthens the knees and abdomen, improves mental power. The whole time we're doing these poses, we're focusing on ourselves. We're focusing on our breath, and we're going through the specific poses. Now we go to the plank. We're getting close to the floor. We started in the upright position. Now we're in the prone position. This position strengthens arms, shoulders, and wrist and core, helps to improve posture, increases balance and focus. This next one has two variations. The first one is the knees, chest, and chin. 8 limbs, it's also called. And it opens the chest, improves spine mobility because you're flexing the spine. It strengthens the core, legs, and chest, and it develops upper body strength. 7, everybody's familiar with the cobra. Once we're on the floor, now we open again, stretches shoulders, chest, and abdomen, firms and tones the glutes because we're tightening those back muscles, relieves tension in the back and the spine. Now, we started in the upright position. We worked slowly to the prone position. Now, we are going to slowly start moving back to the upright position. The downward dog, also a very popular, famous position. It strengthens the arms, the core, legs, wrist, and shoulders. Stretches again the back of the body, the hamstrings, the spine, and shoulders, and it energizes the body. We start to move back up to an upright position. The low lunge stretches the quads and hips, strengthens knees, abdomen, improves mental power. And we're almost back up to an upright. We're in the standing position once again, stretches the spine, hips, hamstrings, calves, reduces stress, anxiety, fatigue, relieves that back tension. Once again, number 11, we're up to the upward salute, opening the chest, improves digestion, relieves anxiety, and we finish with the beginning pose, the prayer pose. So as you saw, we started with number 1 in the upright position. We worked all the way up, bend, prone position, and then slightly again we come back to the prayer position. These are the 12 simple poses that are part of the sun salutation. So the benefits of the sun salutation that we just went over, it's a simple routine. Anybody can do it. You can do it anywhere. Can be done any time of the day, in the morning, before work, before class, after class, before a workout. It can be used as just taking that little break. We spend a lot of time working on our computers, sitting down, studying, working, teaching, whatever work that we do, but we need little breaks during the day. And a 5-minute sun salutation could be very helpful for everybody. It gives us the time, the opportunity to come back into ourselves. Throughout the day, our attention is out, out, out. We're taking care of family, we're taking care of work, we're taking care of students. We're always shooting our awareness, our consciousness goes out. When we take short breaks and turn the attention back in. That provides balance in our life. It helps to center our awareness, and it makes us more effective when we go back out into activity. It helps with daily anxieties and stress. Everybody is dealing with the stresses of daily life. Stress is part of life. It comes. This is something that we can share with other people so that they have a tool that they can use to help deal effectively with stresses and anxieties that come with daily life. As you saw, the poses start here and it goes back. It targets the major muscle groups. It integrates all the major muscle groups, improves balance, start and end your work or school day. You can do it individually, or you can practice with a group, your teammates, your class, your students. You can incorporate it in different ways. It helps to maintain a strong, flexible, healthy body, mind, and spirit. Yoga, union of body, mind, and spirit. So in conclusion, I talked a little bit about the scientific research that continues to validate the benefits derived from this ancient knowledge. Yoga integrates the body, the mind, and the spirit. Yoga provides structure to daily life and health benefits to people of all ages. We can help ourselves, and we can help our family, and we can help our society by helping people understand the value and practice of yoga. Yoga is increasingly being used in athletics, and yoga is one more tool, simple tool, that we can use to improve the quality of our lives. I want to thank you very much for this opportunity, and I'm happy to spend a couple of minutes with you to answer some questions if there are any questions.
Thank you so much, sir, for your such a deep understanding of yoga. And now over to all participants. किसी को कोई प्रश्न पूछना है तो स्वागत है आपका. You can unmute yourself. आप अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं और कोई प्रश्न पूछ सकते हैं. सबको सब समझ में आ गया? तो कुछ पूछना है तो आप हिंदी में पूछ लीजिए, मैं उसे ट्रांसलेट कर लूंगा इंग्लिश में. हाँ प्लीज 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 अनीता जी.
सर इंग्लिश में थोड़ी दिक्कत, थोड़ी समझ कम आती है, और हिंदी का नहीं कोई व्यवस्था हो सकता क्या?
अब ये तो अगले भावी भविष्य में होगा ना. अभी ये अंतरराष्ट्रीय
वैसे
कार्यशाला.
समझती तो हूँ, ऐसी बात नहीं, समझती तो सब कुछ हूँ, बोलना मुश्किल है.
कोई बात नहीं, कोई सवाल हो तो पूछिए. किसी का कोई प्रश्न है? चलिए, okay, no questions, sir. Thank you so much. I think our Indian audience are quite comfortable with your deep understanding, and they learned each and everything whatever you showed on your slides. And I'm pretty much sure that each and every participants get deep knowledge and understanding of Professor Raul, because he is one of the most prominent gem of our sports and yoga industry. रामचंद्र जी, कुछ पूछना है? हाँ हाँ प्लीज.
जी सर नमस्ते.
बताएं.
जी सर, मेरे को भी इंग्लिश तो इतना नहीं, बट
नहीं, इंग्लिश का कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, तो वो एक अलग बात है. वो बातें बाद में हम लोग कर लेंगे. अभी तो सवाल अगर कोई है तो बताइए. ओके, नो क्वेश्चन सर, नो क्वेश्चन.
I want to ask.
हाँ 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 प्लीज रणदीप.
Sir, I want to ask body structure.
Body structure?
Like how to structure our body.
पहले हिंदी में पूछ लो तो मैं समझा तो सके कम से कम. लोग पूछो. Okay, no questions, sir. Now again over to Professor Dr. Hamid Abdul Khadim, sir.
Many thanks for Professor Raoul and to all colleagues and Professor Tintinio from Indonesia, but Professor Baska and from Ukraine to apologize because war.
Okay, okay.
Said I am so sorry. Okay.
No
and
problem.
Professor Hussein Zendi from Iran to told me I am so sorry because I have work meeting with the Dean of Physical Education. Don't have any chance. And I said to all colleagues in this conference, all the best wishing to you because I want to go to my clinic, brother.
Okay, okay, great, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now I want to share some token of appreciation. Just hold for a second, sir.
Okay.
This is yes.
All colleagues to open camera. All colleagues to open camera.
So Dr. Raul, please accept our certificate of appreciation. This is especially for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we really feel proud. I will share the PDF.
I am so sorry, Professor Raoul. I am so sorry to wake up early. Different time. Yeah. You don't have chance today.
Now another Indonesian certificate. I am going to share Indonesian certificate. Professor Dr. Ma'am, if you are there, please accept Ma'am Dr. Sri Sumratining Singh from Indonesia. We understand that you are traveling and due to different time zone, it's very difficult to manage each and everything. However, now I would like to share my another certificate to Dr. Janab El Khansa, ma'am. Ma'am, please receive token of appreciation. We really appreciate that you, I know that there is a language barrier in between us. Our culture are different and Lebanese culture are different, but I'm so glad that Iraqi people can speak well equipped Arabic language. And Professor Dr. Hamid sir was there to translate each and everything. So I'm so lucky to have him and have you today also. Thank you so much, ma'am. This is for you. I will share the PDF. And now another certificate to one person who made this conference successful. Because of him, we heard a lot of people from all across the world. Because of him, we find our conference so valuable, and his continuous efforts towards making like he was in touch with me rigorously that yes, we are going to do something good, and he keep motivated me throughout my journey, and I really appreciate to share such kind of appreciation letter. In future, we will definitely meet, sir. As of now, I am sharing with this token of appreciation, Professor Dr. Hamid Abdul Sada Khadim, sir. Thank you so much, sir, to join us today, and it's such a pleasure. It's such a pleasure for me and for my entire team and for Indian audience that we heard you all. Thank you so much, sir, and we'll definitely do next year one offline conference in India, in New Delhi, and we are going to invite you all, and my audience, my people will join you all here, and I'm sure that we will do something good for yoga industry, sir.
Okay, all the best to all, and to wishing to all attendees and audience all the best and success, and nice to meet to all people in India. I love people in India. Thank you. And many thanks for big Professor Raoul. And I am so sorry to wake up you early. You don't have chance because different times.
Wake up early.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. नाउ आई एम कमिंग टू माय इंडियन ऑडियंस। भारतीय लोगों को बहुत बहुत आभार। मैं देख रहा हूँ पिछले काफी देर से 90-100 लोग लगातार बने रहे। आप लोगों की ये गरिमामय उपस्थिति, भारत के हर कोने से लोग मुझे दिख रहे हैं, तमिलनाडु से लेके जम्मू कश्मीर तक के लोग बैठे हुए हैं, और ये अपने आप में बहुत गौरव की बात है कि प्राइम टाइम में, शाम का समय होता है जिस समय लोग संडे के दिन घूम रहे होते हैं, और आप यहाँ पे बैठ के कॉन्फ्रेंस सुन रहे हैं, ये अपने आप में बहुत गौरव की बात है। मेरी पूरी टीम यहाँ पे उपस्थित है। आप सभी का बहुत बहुत आभार, बहुत बहुत साधुवाद। आप सभी का सर्टिफिकेट आपके व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप में डिस्पैच कर दिया जाएगा। आपसे अनुरोध है कि आप लोग स्क्रीनशॉट मेरे साथ साझा कीजिएगा, और मैं आपका सर्टिफिकेट कल प्रातः आपको भेज दूंगा। अभी एक और कॉन्फ्रेंस, एक और कार्यशाला है मेरी, अब वहां मुझे बतौर लेक्चरर जाना है, तो मुझे आप सभी से विदा लेना पड़ेगा। आज की कक्षा को अभी यहीं हम लोग समाप्त करेंगे। आप सभी का हृदय की गहराइयों से आभार। SKM योगा का कार्य है कि वो आपके बीच में ऐसे प्रोफेसरों को आमंत्रित करता रहे, और आप सीखिए, जितना सीख सकते हैं सीखिए। आपको कभी कोई ऐसा नहीं कि विश्व बैरियर बनेगा आपके लिए। विश्व की शाखाओं में जितने लगभग 40-50 देशों में मैंने यात्राएं की हैं, तो इन सारे देशों की यात्राओं के में जितने भी अच्छे लोग मिले, उन सबको मैं आप लोग सभी से जरूर मिलाऊंगा। और आप लोग कीजिए, अच्छा कार्य कीजिए, योग इंडस्ट्री को जितना आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं बढ़ाइए। थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू सो मच प्रोफेसर राहुल एंड प्रोफेसर हामिद एंड एवरी पर्सन, थैंक यू सो मच। अब बाकी जिसको कोई प्रश्न पूछना है, इन लोग को चले जाने दीजिए, फिर हम लोग
Maybe to speak something, Professor Raul, he wants to speak some things. Maybe to give him chance.
Yes, I am very much in love with Asia. I have spent 8 years in Asia. I enjoy traveling throughout Asia, going to India, going to Thailand, going to Vietnam. The whole Asian continent plays a very important role in the continuing development of the world. The ancient knowledge that comes from India is valuable not only to the Indian continent, to the Asian continent, but it is valuable for the rest of the world. So I appreciate this opportunity. I appreciate the Yoga and Sports Science Conference that is promoting the value of yoga and how it can be expanded and shared with the rest of the world. So thank you for inviting a Westerner to participate in this conference in India. I hope to see you someday in the future when I visit India next time. Thank you very much for this opportunity. It was a pleasure.
थैंक यू। सभी लोग कमर गर्दन सीधी करके बैठ जाइए, हाथ जोड़ लीजिए, शांति पाठ। कमर गर्दन सीधी, हाथ जोड़ लीजिए। ओम विश्वानि देव सवितर दुरितानि परासुव यद भद्रम तन्यासुव। ओम शांति 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 सर्वा अरिष्ट सुशांतिर्भवतु। धीरे धीरे दोनों हाथ रब करके आंखों पे लगा लीजिए। ऐसा, थैंक यू सो मच।